Do you hear that tense clicking? The sound you hear is the sound of celebrities discreetly withdrawing their likes from the victorious Instagram message that Johnny Depp released after winning his libel case earlier this year against his ex-wife, Amber Heard. Since there have already been approximately 1 billion words written about the case, I'm fairly certain that it is not necessary for me to summarize it. Hello everyone, and welcome to another video. Today we'll be looking at Amber's past that was revealed by the court. Yeah, you heard it right. In a nutshell, Depp filed a lawsuit against Heard because of an opinion article that she wrote in 2018 in which she claimed to be the victim of domestic abuse but did not specifically name him as the aggressor. One attorney referred to the broadcast trial as a litigation equivalent of Squid Game when describing its repulsive and depraved nature as a spectacle. Heard was subjected to unrelenting mockery and emerged from the situation with her image in shreds, whilst the majority of Hollywood came out in support of Depp. However, it appears that people's feelings for Depp may be changing at this point. Twitter sleuths have spotted that over a dozen famous people appear to have disliked an Instagram post that an actor shared during the past 2 months. On that list are the names Bella Hadid, Halle Bailey, Amanda Knox, and a whole bunch of other persons whose fame I'm not familiar with, despite the fact that they are reportedly rather well known. Why is there such a strong antipathy to this among people? It's probably because of the recent unsealing of roughly 6,000 pages of court documents, which disclose a lot of fresh material about Johnny Depp that's a little unsettling. Fans of Depp were the ones who, in a somewhat ironic turn of events, were the ones who were responsible for bringing this information to the notice of the broader public. They were able to acquire the funds necessary to pay the fees that were necessary to obtain the unsealed documents through the use of crowdsourcing. Those records contain allegations that attorneys for Depp and Heard were able to keep out of the trial itself. The plan was to dig out dirt on Heard, but their efforts appear to have backfired. The documents are crammed with unpleasant nuggets of information about Depp, and they provide light on the extent to which his legal team weaponized misogyny throughout the trial. The intention was to dig out some dirt on Heard, but it appears that their efforts have been fruitless. One of his nastiest bits of information in the documents might be the claim that Depp's legal team tried to submit nude pictures of Heard into evidence, an attempt to bring up her brief stint as an exotic dancer. It is unclear what naked images they were discussing, and the judge finally decided not to include them as evidence in the case. However, in 2014, Heard's iCloud account was hacked, and as a result, hundreds of sexual images of her were made public on the internet, which understandably caused her a great deal of pain. If Depp did want to have these images trotted out in the televised trial, it looks very much like revenge porn, pure nastiness aimed to humiliate Heard. It is also a horrible reminder that if a woman does not live a perfectly chaste life, the world will find a way to cast her as a slut who is responsible for anything that happens to her. It has been reported that the unsealed documents include the following items: text messages from Depp's then assistant about the time the actor allegedly kicked Heard on a flight, Depp's legal team's cynical attempt to implicate Heard in the death of a friend who died in a car accident, the fact that Heard willingly walked away from tens of millions of dollars that she was entitled to in the divorce proceedings with Depp. Even while none of this makes Depp look good, it is crucial to remember that it's not like he ever looked like a Boy Scout to begin with. This individual was unsuccessful in his attempt to sue The Sun in 2020 for libel over the newspaper's characterization of him as a wife abuser. This particular individual is the one who joked with a friend about how they ought to put an end to Heard's life. It was written in his note, "Let's drown her before we burn her. After that, I'm gonna be absolutely certain that she's dead by effing her burned body." Despite the fact that Depp has a well-documented history of toxic behavior, there was a very long line of people ready to dismiss his bad behavior while jumping on any excuse to paint Heard in a negative light throughout the trial. If people learn new information about Depp and Heard that's obtained in court records, would it drastically alter how they feel about them? I seriously doubt it, other than the fact that several celebrities have distanced themselves from Depp. If there's one thing that the trial demonstrated to us, it's that many people find misogyny to be more appealing than the truth. So that's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so that you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section below. Stay tuned, and we'll catch you in the next video.